That is us, Yonge and Dundas Square, downtown Toronto. Good morning, Toronto. Good morning, Canada. Devo, Meredith, Sid here with you. Stranger Things. We're fans, obviously. We're all fans of Stranger Things.
I got a lot of fans in my house, let me say. Yeah, kids love it.
Final season is on the horizon. Do we have a date for the final season?
They haven't shot it yet.
Sorry, I didn't want to put anyone on the spot here. I hadn't heard it.
It's done.
They have shot it?
It's all done.
Feels like it's all wrapped up.
Let me double check on that. Yeah.
And Millie Bobby Brown, as Devo looks for that, is very happy that things have potentially wrapped up here because it sounds like she's done.
I feel like it's coming out in a month.
I hope so. She told Glamour magazine in an interview done right before the actor strike, quote, when you're ready, you're like, all right, let's do this. Let's tackle this last senior year. Let's get out of here. Stranger Things takes up a lot of time to film and is preventing me from creating stories that I'm passionate about. So I'm ready to say thank you and goodbye. End of quote. She noted that Stranger Things has given her all the tools and resources to be a better actor going forward. She's 19. Let's remind everyone here. She's 19 years old, but has been in the spotlight here for a while. Meredith, there's people taking this quote as disrespect to the franchise. Is that how you took it?
Didn't love it. I gotta be honest, I didn't love it. And mainly because in the interview, look, you can say things and they pull out the quote, and maybe there was context there and we didn't see it. But there was no mention of the fans at all. And I think when you speak about a show like Stranger Things, it's built on this massive fan base. And I think there was just something about the tone of the way she was speaking that made me feel like, this isn't just about you, girl. This is also a show that has belonged to the fans and the people. And for you to just kind of say, I want to do something else, like I'm looking forward to getting away from this, I didn't love that. I thought it was a bit disrespectful to the fan base. Yeah.
Just an update on, you're right, they still have to film a lot of it.
Okay, that's what I
And
thought.
there's no release date. The strike stopped.
Yeah, the strike stopped it, shut it down.
That actor's strike. So this interview that you're talking about was Glamour. It was done before the strike happened to kind of promote their Global Women Awards that they're giving out to Millie Bobby Brown and to another person. I'm just trying to blank on who that is right now as well. So I read the entire article, and what you were saying about pulling things out of context, this is very out of context. And when you read an article, I don't know if you can tell tone. It's like when you read a text message. Whatever your mood is,
it is difficult.
It is what you just read on the phone, right? So within the context of this article, she does address the fans, said that my journey has been their journey, and they've been there, we've grown up together, we've experienced things together, and she loves that. But she also
it was
talked
very
about,
light, though, on the fan address, I thought. I still didn't feel like it really incorporated the entire...
But who knows what the person writing the article put in there, right?
Yeah,
That's the other thing.
If it was a person.
AI
is rolling right now.
I also talked about being scrutinized as a kid. And,
she was 13 when this started.
Right?
Yeah.
And being a child and getting told, like, you shouldn't talk too much in interviews. You're talking over somebody. Or you're dressed in a certain way and you shouldn't do that. And so she was talking about that time period. She also says, like, she's grateful for that time period. I don't look at this quote, which is being taken and I think thrown out there as being, and she says, I know I get called a brat because of how I was in interviews or whatever. I was a kid. As a kid, we were all kids just trying to figure it out. And so she acknowledges that, but she's also very grateful for it. She has another film coming out that Chris Pratt is starring in with her, that the Russo brothers, who do Stranger Things, are a part of, so she's still working with that team. She's moved on to start her own production company. She's written a book that was based on her grandmother's life.
She has a makeup line. She was in Godzilla.
She's doing all this stuff.
She was in Endola
Look,
Holmes.
it was 2 years ago.
There's been a lot of stuff that she's been able to do throughout this Stranger Things
I just
experience.
think taking that quote and saying, nah, you're not grateful for that and you just want to move on. She said in the same article, it's like graduating high school. I've learned what I've learned. We've had this moment. We are now able to go and flourish. I don't find it negative, which I think a lot of people are taking and putting a negative spin on it.
I think some would say she was already flourishing in the show. I think of my 13-year-old at home who loves her, loves the show, and just reading some of that, I think potentially when you are reading it and you are a young fan of the show, you don't have that context. And so it starts to feel a little exclusionary. That's my only thing. It could have been done with a bit more zhuzh.
But again,
there was a get me out of here feeling to that quote.
There is.
No, but you got to think about it. It's 5 seasons.
It's
5 seasons. She's 19 now. The show is kind of, look, if they don't get to shoot this soon, we're all going to kind of forget about it a little bit. Like, how excited are you for season 5
Right.
of Stranger Things right now?
There were a
Since
lot
the
of
last
people
one
very
came
excited.
out
Right.
over a year ago, right? Like, I was stoked for it. I thought it was going to come out. It was supposed to come out this Halloween or around this time. So I'm kind of over with the show, to be honest, if it doesn't come out soon. So I get what she's saying. I just don't think I think that is taken way out of context, and people have whatever feelings they might have about her not being grateful for this. And I don't like it. I don't like the negative connotation with that little quote.
Here's what I would say, because I was once in my career a part of something that ended. And whatever my frustrations, whatever I was thinking at the time, there is a high road you take. Now, I was 40-something when I took it. She's 19. I understand that.
But there's no frustrations.
But it sounds like there's frustration. Like,
But you don't know that from reading
All I know
something.
is what it reads.
All we can know is what it reads.
But maybe she should listen. If she's concerned about tone, okay, I agree with you. Maybe a few less interviews. Maybe if it's becoming a worry about how it comes off in print, I'm with you.
This is the only interview.
Well, do a proper sit down then. If you want no I'm with you.
I don't see the negative side to it that you guys do.
Yeah,
if she says, I have other creative projects that I want to do, and this is like, the show is done. They've already said they're done with the show after this season. So she's saying,
Yeah.
I am also
I hear you.
ready
Even more
to
reason
move
for it
on.
to be
I hear
done.
your point.
Yeah.
But
And
I'm
me
I'm
too.
okay
We're
for it
gonna
to be
move
But
on.
I'm picking up tone from that.
So,
and you're right. Am I wrong in
I
picking
don't
up tone?
find it-
Maybe I am. But
I
I'm
don't
picking
find
up
it
tone in
negative.
that. We're going to
You
take
let
a break.
us know, because I think it's a little unfair.
And I'm going to watch that season. Whatever she says,
Oh,
I'm
I
going
am
to watch
going
the
to
season.
as well.
You sound off
But
coming
not
up
3
a
years.
little later.